Good morning. This is Mona, and this is my morning view. Today, Winter Edition 2026. It is Wonderful Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday, the day I give back to the Lord today for having this opportunity on social media to just be able to speak and have a voice. So thank you, Lord, for this opportunity. And so this is Wonderful Wednesday, the day that I give gratitude and thankfulness. And found my medicine. It's in my pocket from yesterday. I thought I took it. Oops. All right. So, squirrel moments. That happens. The R-E-A-L, not the R-E-E-L, which is something I was thinking about this morning. So anyways, thankfulness to the Lord. Thankfulness to the Lord for things that He's done for this week, this month, this year, this life, etc. And part of that is I've been noticing lately when people have been talking about the valley. They've been talking about the valley when you're in the thick of it, when stuff is just going on all around you, and you still give God praise, you still give God glory. And I feel like my whole life has been there in the valley. And there was something that, okay, this is going into a Memory Monday moment, but I remember driving behind a Highlander vehicle going down the mountain one day, because I live on top of the mountain. And the area in which we live is known as the Highlands. And our school is the Highlanders. So everything points to being a Highlander. But in reality, I'm not, in my genealogy, a Highlander. I'm actually in the Lowlands. The Douglas clan. My mother was a... when she was buried in her kilt. And with her brooch of a Scottish thistle. So, it was in the Douglas clan, and they were known as being in the forefront of the battle. They were in the forward positions. They were always at the front of the battle. And I'm like, yeah, I could totally relate to that. I'm usually right there in the front of the battle. And so I looked up where was this clan located, and they were located in the Lowlands, like down by Edinburgh. They weren't up in the Highlands, right? And you just always think about the Highlands. Oh, the Highlands. So the thing of it is even though I'm on a mountaintop right now, even though I'm in the middle of the Highlands, I resonate with being that lowlander, being in the front of the battle. And I'm looking at where I'm at right now, and every time somebody says, yeah, this is just really, things are going on around me, and this is happening, and that's happening, and it's like I never get a break, and blah, 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 blah. And first off, do not curse yourself by saying you never get a break. Never is not a good word to use in conversation. Never, always, not when it is in reference to negativity. Just don't speak that in your life. I've told you, words have power. They have the power to bring life. They have the power to bring death. And talking negative in those terms, that's where that will lead you. All right. Moving right along. Not Feisty Friday. Not Memory Monday. So I'm sitting there thinking about how, as everybody's talking about all the stuff that they're going through, and I'm like, and some people are asking questions, or what are you going through right now? And I'm like, I'm really not going through anything. I haven't been going through anything in quite a while. And so I'm hanging out here underneath the awning because it's raining. My hair's already wet from my shower, but oh, that's a cold rain. So anyways, like, yeah, life has been pretty good. Now, do I feel like I'm living on top of the mountaintop? No, I'm certainly not having mountaintop experiences. You know what I experience on this mountaintop? Snow. Sometimes we drive down the mountain, there's no snow. There is snow down there right now, but there's sometimes when it snows here, and when we get to the bottom of the mountain, there's no snow. There's ice here, but down the mountain, there's no ice. You know. However, you know what? Sometimes when the clouds are really low, we're in the sunshine. And we drive down into the clouds. So sometimes that happens. So this mountaintop experience that I'm having in reality, living on a mountain, living in the Highlands, I'm wondering if I'm in a transition space. A transition space. And so I'm thinking I've been in the valley, haven't been to the mountaintop. So if I'm in a transition space, I see it coming up. I don't see it descending further into the valley. I'm not getting that vibe, you know. It's that, like, something good's gonna happen. And I'm not talking I mean, it could be, you know, physical, but I'm talking spiritually. Like, there's something good is about to take place, because there's a transition right now that's happening for me, because I'm not in the battle. I'm actually in R&R right now. Yeah, there's still stuff I gotta do. I'm still on the clock, you know. But it's not stressful. It's not striving. There's a peace about it. And when asked, what's going on? It's like, yeah, not much is going on right now. It's quiet. It's, and you know what? It doesn't matter if in the physical stuff happens, because I can trust God that it'll all work out in the end, because of Romans 8:28. His word is true, and you can bank on it. So that's pretty much my morning view. I'm not going to talk about the real, the R-E-E-L and the R-E-A-L, because, well, there's just no space for it on this right now. Right now, just thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for this R&R. Thank you, Lord, for this peace. And no matter what's coming up ahead, I know that somewhere down the road, in the spiritual, there is a transition. All right. Blessings, everybody. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow, where we will continue our Philippians 4:8 words on my pseudo quasi chicken scratch. And in the meantime, go over to YouTube, Mona E. Harrison, different from my Facebook profile, Mona E. Harrison. Subscribe, like, share, comment, get all the bells and whistles. And come back and watch the other videos that I have posted. All right. Blessings, everybody. Have a great day.